Okay. Now, since you said, like, I just started the recording, you are saying that your computer has become slow, and you downloaded uh, download Eclipse. Okay, you went in here. Okay, this particular website. Okay, maybe eclipse.org. Okay, and you're sure you downloaded it from this website itself, right? Not like Filefo or something like that, right?
No.
Okay. Now after that, what you did, you clicked on this download button, or you went for download packages?
I clicked on that .exe file.
.exe file. Yeah. That, see, one thing. Okay. The problem is .exe file will go and sit into your add or remove program. Okay, like here,
Hmm.
it will go and sit into your add or remove programs. Okay, here. Now, can you go to your add or remove programs? Do you see the Eclipse there? Just can you check?
1 second.
Yeah. Take your time.
No, I can't see my Eclipse there.
Eclipse you don't see, correct? But
Yeah.
okay. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Can you share your screen? Is that possible right now?
1 second.
Because I'm not very much sure. I thought Eclipse will be there on your add or remove program. Okay. If the computer is not connected, that I'm
I'm
sorry.
using two systems. I'm
Okay.
using two systems. So
Mm-hmm.
let me check.
Okay.
No, Vishal, I can't see that. You just tell me the link. Maybe I'll
Okay.
uninstall and install.
Yeah, do one thing, okay? See, I don't want any one of you, even for Ayushi, tomorrow you wanna download this Neon or any Eclipse, no? Don't go for this exe version, okay? If you click on this particular thing that is download 64-bit, it will gonna give you .exe file, okay? And once you install it, it will get into your add or remove programs, okay? And it is like little bit heavier, okay? But what you can do is you guys can go ahead and click on this download packages, okay, here. And once you click on download packages, depending on your operating system, if at all it's a 64-bit operating system, you can download this Eclipse IDE for Java EE developers, okay? You can try this, guys, okay? And if at all its operating system is 64-bit, you can download this. If the operating system is 32-bit, you can download this, okay? And this one will give you, if you are downloading this particular thing, it will gonna give you a different file called zip file, okay? Say softwares, it will gonna give you Eclipse neon.zip, okay? And all you need to do is you need to extract it. You will get like this, something like this, and you just need to double click on this, okay, if you want to open the Eclipse. That is all about it. But don't download .exe file, guys, okay? There are all chances of it is slowing down the computer. And even this zip thing, it will definitely even if you're going by this approach, it will definitely take something on your computer, that's for sure. But yeah, it is relatively much more lighter than exe file. Okay, if you go with this zip version. Okay, so that is the thing. So try that, Divya. If you're finding any difficulty, we will try something else. Okay. And what
Okay,
is the
sure.
operating system? 32-bit or 64-bit?
I have one system with 32 and 64, so both were slow, so I could
Both
not
were
find
slow. And what is the RAM size on both?
2 GB.
2 GB, is it? Okay, okay, okay. And operating system, which one? Windows 7?
Yeah, Windows 7.
Okay, okay. By any chance, you know the processor?
Mm, processor, not sure.
Not sure. Okay, no issues. No, I, if at all, it is
Intel,
like, I'm sorry,
Intel Core processor i3.
i3, right? Okay, that is the thing. Okay, even I have i3. Okay, the thing is, even I have i3, but the problem is, the problem in the sense, I have my RAM size as 4 GB. Okay, 4 GB, and I have one more i3 processor. Okay, which is from Sony. The the thing is, it came with the 2 GB. I had the similar problem. Okay, I had the similar problem with that. Okay, and I had expanded it to 6 GB, guys. Okay, 6 GB. Okay, that is the thing. So on 2 GB RAM, you will definitely find this lag a little bit. And let me ask you, Divya, one more thing. When you are on the Internet Explorer or some browser, is it getting stuck sometime?
Yeah, it's getting stuck.
That's the thing. This is because of the RAM size. Because I had the same problem. Okay, I had no clue initially. Like Internet Explorer, I was not able to scroll up and down at all on some website. So I went for the 6 GB. But even 4 GB should do the good work, I believe. Okay, but if at all you can put the 6 GB. Okay, and I think when did you buy this laptop?
This was 2014.
2014. Okay, then it will be DDR3 RAM. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, DDR3 RAM.
2000,
Yeah, go ahead.
this was old laptop, 2010.
2010, right? Okay, then it will definitely be DDR3 RAM, and DDR3 RAM will not cost you much. Okay, you should be, first of all, you have to check that whether you can expand the RAM. Okay, because normally you can definitely expand the RAM to up to 8 GB, first you have to check whether you can expand the RAM. If at all you can expand, go to the service center. Okay, they might charge you something around 1500. Okay, but it is worth it, guys. Okay, 1500 for 2 more GBs. Okay, but it is really worth it because you will not have this all these kinds of problem. Okay, but with the 2 GB, expecting it to work very fast, it's tough. Even when you are not, I had faced this problem with browser itself, not even with the what do you call this, Eclipse. Okay, so I had to do that. So try that on both. It is 2 GB, guys. I mean, Divya.
Yeah, on both it's 2 GB.
Okay, okay. So one which is the latest laptop, no? Okay, one which has this i3 processor. For that,
Okay.
if at all you can, you try to uh, increase it by one more 2 GB. And if you want to be much more safer, you put 4 GB RAM. It will cost you something around 2000 rupees. Okay, but it is really worth it. Okay, that is the thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Any
Thank
other
you.
doubt? Yeah, welcome. Any other doubt before we proceed? Anyone? Ayushi, Divya, Jyoti is not joining today. Okay, fine, guys. Okay. Now, yesterday we saw how to take the XPath. Okay, that is the thing. That is exactly what we have seen. How to take, XPath, basic syntax. Now, the real-time project that you guys will be working is this project. This is the URL of this particular project. I will sending you guys it by tonight, okay, the login credentials as well. But let's see some of the basic things, guys. Okay, now this is most important to know how to find the XPath. Okay, and did I tell you guys how to install Firebug in Firefox yesterday? Did I tell you?
Yes.
Yes, I told, right? Okay, fine. So if at all I open this Firefox, okay, and I go to that freeware, okay, so it is say I want to click on this login button, okay, that is submit button. So I have to say I have to click on this, and then I have to click on this. It will highlight the XPath corresponding to this. Now I have a choice, like what will be the XPath of this, guys? XPath for this is what I said, how to get the XPath. Yesterday we discussed saying that batch 24.
This is backslash tag name attribute to
Yes,
variable.
correct. That's right. So this is how we will get the XPath. Okay. So what is the tag name? The tag name is input. Okay. This is what you guys can see. It's the input tag right here. Okay. And there are, don't go for this tab index, okay, but go for this value and type thing. Okay, so you can choose either value or type. So I will probably do saying that @ type. Okay, I'll go for type equal to this submit. I'll copy this, I'll submit. This is my XPath. How to check whether this XPath is correct or not? I will just copy this entire thing, and I have to paste it in between these things. $X braces double quotes. In between these two double quotes I will put this thing, guys. Okay, but my actual XPath is only this one, the first one, the highlighted one. But the if at all I want to check whether this XPath is correct, I have to put it in between these two quotes like this. Okay, so I'll copy this entire thing, I'll go to console, and I'll paste it at the bottom here and press enter. When I take mouse pointer, it is highlighting that login button. Any doubt, guys, here? Any doubt? Or is it confusing? Okay, fine. Now we got the XPath. Okay, now how to use the XPath in our program, that is what we will be seeing. Okay, save, just a minute. We have seen driver dot how to open the browser and all. Okay, so okay, this is what we have seen yesterday, how to open a Firefox browser, okay, and how to navigate to some URL. This is what we have seen, guys. Now and this is how you will close. And we had a problem in telling driver.close was not working, so I had told you only driver.quit. But we have also discussed what is the difference between driver.close and driver.quit. So the next thing is, how will I click on this login button when I have the XPath of it? XPath is this for the login button. I don't want to type anything in this username and the password box, but I directly want to click on this login button. This is the XPath. So there is a thing called method called driver dot find element, and it takes an object of type by class. Okay, it takes some object. We'll go to that object later on. So first of all, let's create that object. Say by by equals to by dot xpath. When I pass this string, this xpath, to a method called xpath method name itself is xpath, it returns me an object of type by class. This method is there in the by class. Okay, see, what if at all you guys are getting confused, what I'm trying to say is, say I have a student class. Okay, student class, student 123. Okay, student 123 class. I can create a method, say create a method, say xpath. Okay, public static void xpath, and I will say something string x. Okay, I can make this object I can, instead of void, I can make this method to return me the student object. Okay, say student has a name. Okay, I can say this is name. I can say student s equals to name of student. I can very well say this, and s dot name equal to say name glow. Okay, and this is name 1. Name 1. I can very well say this, and after that I can say that. What is the problem here, guys? What do you guys think? What is the problem? This name is a global variable now. Start.
I think you should give some another variable name. Or
Name 123 maybe like this. No, I don't think there is. Okay, you guys understood? No, I'm trying to create a student class object, but I'm trying to see. It's like this. I'm trying to access this class. Okay, so I don't want to do that. Okay, let it be there. I'm creating this name here. My class name is student 123, right? Okay, say student 123. Okay, I'm creating the object of the student 123 class. Now if I say name, okay, equal to name 1. Okay, and I can say that return student class, student 123 class. Okay, this is my method. Okay, and I can call this method like this, student, because it's a static method, student123 dot xpath. And if I say I give the name as, say, India. Okay, what it will return me, guys, it will return me the student object, student123 object. And I can very well print its name, s1 dot name. It will give me India. When I print this, see what will happen, it will, this method, it will try to call this xpath method. Okay, xpath method, what it will do, it will create a student object, and whatever that name you have passed, it will be assigned to this name variable. Okay, and now this one will be returned to us. Now it will be returned to us like this. Just a minute. It will be returned to us, so we are storing it in the student class, and now you can access any variables of that student class. So let me go ahead and quickly run this program. Is there any confusion in this particular example, guys? You can make a method which can return anything. It can return the object of its own class. See, xpath is a method. Now it is residing in student123 class. What it is doing, it is creating an object of student class, and then you are returning that particular object. Is there any doubt? You can ask me, guys. If not, I'll go ahead and proceed. Okay, in the same way, and if how I'm able to call this method by dot notation, because it's a static method, guys. Okay, in the same way, there is a class called by class in Selenium. We have not developed that class. The ThoughtWorks, the company who's developing the Selenium, they have developed that particular class called by class. In that by class, there is a method called xpath. When you pass some string to it, it will create a object of by class and it will return. So that's the reason we are saving it in by class object. Okay, by class reference variable. Okay, now what you can do, there is one more method called driver dot find element, and it will take this by class object as an argument. See, you are passing this by class object right here in driver dot find element. Okay, how this xpath method is returning you object of type by class. In the same way, driver dot find element method will return you an object of type web element. Web element, it's an interface. I have not told you what is interface. Don't worry, guys. As of now, understand interface is nothing but a class. Okay, so whenever I say, for time being, understand, whenever I say interface, don't get confused. It is nothing but a class. Okay, and you will see there is nothing much in the interface later on. Okay, say we, I got that web element. Now you can do anything with that web element. You want to click, you have to do we dot click. Now what will happen, what will gonna happen is, it till here I believe you don't have any difficulty. Now here what is happening, it is I'm passing the xpath, it is creating an object of by class, and then I'm passing that by class object into driver dot find element method, and this find element method will in turn give you a class or object of type web element, and you can call a method called click on that web element. Okay, that is what we are trying to do, guys, here. So let me go ahead and quickly run. Let's see what happens. But Let me know, guys, if at all you're finding any difficulty or not understanding, please do let me know. Okay, just immediately closing. So thread dot sleep. Okay, don't worry what is this thread dot sleep. For time being, I'll be teaching you guys what is thread dot sleep. It is very, very important, and I'll definitely be teaching you guys. Okay, so I'll just run this again because it is immediately closing the browser after clicking the submit button. I want it to wait for some time. I want you guys to see that error message. Okay, see, it clicked on login button. Okay, that message came. Now it will get closed. Okay, this is what it is doing. Any doubt in this particular program, anywhere from line number 11 to line number 19, don't worry what is this thread dot sleep and what is this throws interrupted exception. As of now, don't worry, but just understand, you want to wait for 5 seconds or 5000 milliseconds. You just need to say thread dot sleep 5000. No doubt. Okay, fine. But in industry you might not see coding like this, or even when you go for when you try to search for Selenium thing online, you will see something like this. WebDriver, instead of these two lines, line number 14 and line number 15, you might see something like this. By dot xpath, instead of line number 14 and 15, you you will, most of the times you will see code like this. Okay, in industry you will see the code like this, but I just wanted to show you it in two different steps so that you guys should not be confused. Okay, you save that object in by class reference variable and then pass it. This is what we are doing in the first step. You are saving that object reference and then you are passing it in by class here, find element method. This is what we are doing. The second way is, don't save it anywhere. Okay, it will give you an object, so it's like you're passing that object as it is. Okay, like you're inline, you're creating that object and you're passing to the find element. You will see everywhere the second method. Okay, second method, this particular thing what is there on the line number 16, and I want you guys also to follow this particular approach itself, what I have shown in line number 16. Okay, the same thing you guys can see, you guys can do, guys. Okay, but if you want to understand what it is nothing but these. First you are calling one method, it will give you an object, and that object you are passing to one more method. This is what you need to understand. Okay, that's it, guys, and I want you to follow the second line number 16 going forward. Perfect.
Vishal,
Mm-hmm.
can you please explain the meaning of each and every keyword in the row number 16, line number 16? Like web element, it is a class.
Correct.
W is the reference variable of web element,
Correct.
and driver is also a class in the Selenium itself,
Which
and
one?
find element is a this
Which one?
driver
Driver is also a class. See, this, it is on object of
class
the
in the
file.
Selenium.
Yes, class in the Selenium, which we
Oh,
have
oh,
created
yeah, right, right. This
line
is
number 12.
the yes, yes, yes. Correct, correct, correct.
Okay.
Okay, okay, okay. I got confused because of the driver.
Okay. No, no, that is nothing
Okay,
but
fine,
yeah.
fine,
Perfect.
fine. Mm-hmm, got it.
Yeah. Per- Perfect, Ayushi. Any other doubt? Anyone? Divya, Ayushi, nothing. Okay. But feel free, guys. Okay. I want you to understand these basics properly. Once you understand these basics properly, you will be able to develop the framework without any problem, guys. Okay. Fine. Now, this is how you will click on something. Okay. And I will say, I'll put it into your today's class things. Okay, not open click. Okay, fine. Okay, now,
It
yeah,
can be login become more relevant to it, don't you think? Class
uh,
name.
class name, yeah, we will create that. I'll just, as of now, I'll just say click. Okay, I will be
Okay.
creating the next step. I'll be creating the login thing. Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now I will do something before creating the login. I'll say something like send. Okay, perfect. Now say click is on some button, but what you want to write, what if you want to write something in the this text box, guys? Okay, what is its XPath? And you guys should be very familiar with the XPath. Input ID equals to J username. Okay, and one more thing, guys, whenever you have all these options like type, ID, name, all these options, always go for ID, guys. Okay, because according to W3 standards, okay, if a developer follows all the standards, he should not be having same ID, two object with the same ID on this page. Okay, so ID will make sure that you have only one element with that particular ID. Okay, with that particular ID. So always, if at all you have ID, please go with the ID thing. Okay, but if you don't have ID, then you can go for the name thing. That is the second option. Okay, but whenever you have ID, go with that option, guys. Now, what is the tag name? Tag name is input. Just a minute, guys. Just a minute. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. So this is my XPath. Okay, if I take my mouse pointer, it is giving you. I'm doing it in Chrome, but you can do the same thing in Firefox as well. Absolutely no difference. Okay, so if I do this and if I put this here, let me clear that. Okay, same thing. Okay, so you want to say, then you can say like this. Okay, the same thing, same approach, guys. Okay, I will not be choosing this line number 14 and 15 going forward. We will be going with this approach. Same web element you will take. Okay, it will give you a web element whenever you pass the XPath. And now you need not click. What you need to do, dot send keys. Okay, and send keys, you can say anything. Okay, you can say 123. Okay, the 123 will be typed in that particular particular text box. Okay, let's see guys. See, 1 2 3 they have written, and after 5 seconds it will be closed. Any doubts in this guys? Feel free.
Vishal, how you get this console screen in the Chrome?
Okay, the console screen on the Chrome, it's very simple. For example, you want to get the console screen, right click and click on inspect. Right click and inspect.
Okay.
You will get this element and also the console. All these tabs are there. Elements will gonna give you the, what is that, all the HTML, and console is the one wherein you can type. Okay, and this particular thing you can use to clear the console here, this button. Okay, you can use to clear the console. Okay, that is the thing guys. Any other doubt? And it's similar like Firefox, but Firefox console will be first and second tab will be named as HTML. Say here, instead of the console, the first step is something called as elements. That is nothing but the HTML guys. Okay, the same thing. Okay, and to be frank, I most of the time don't use Firefox and the Firebug. Okay, that is the thing. And Divya, since you did you install Firebug in your Firefox, Divya?
Yes, Vishal, I've installed it.
Okay, and do you have something called as Firepath as well in there?
Yeah, there's a fire path also.
Okay, but you know, I'll tell you, don't try to use the fire path. Okay, I'll tell you the reason later point of time, but as of now, understand, you manually try to create the XPath. Okay, by going through it. Okay, don't see fire path. See, for example, if I want to get the XPath of this login button, all I need to do is you just click on this, it will give me the XPath. If you want to get the XPath of this login button here, you click on this, it will give you the XPath. But don't use the fire path guys. You create your XPath by your own. Why it is so, I'll tell you in some other classes. Okay, but don't use the fire path. Okay, so how to install Firebug, you know. Okay, you just need to say Firebug download. Okay, it will give you addons.mozilla.org. Okay, you can click on the add to Firefox. The Firebug will be installed. In the same way, if you say Firepath download, it will give you the Firepath guys. Okay, but don't install Firepath. Even if you have it, don't use it guys. Okay, Firepath, if you see, and same thing, if you click on add to Firefox, it will get installed and you will be able to see it. Even if you have it, don't try to use it guys. Okay, as of now, just ignore it. It's a very you know, it's not at all helpful, and it will create a lot of problem for you guys if at all you are working in a real-time big project. Okay, and I will try to tell you what is the problem in later sections when we go for, what is that, framework, Selenium framework guys. Okay, that's it. All right, so I have now this one. Okay, I don't want to use the fire path. Okay, this is the console. Okay, in the same way, I want to get the thing for J username. This is for J password. Okay, this is the thing, and this is the XPath. The same thing you can do. Web element, but you can say this time give a different XPath, and you say web element of password and say pass something like this. Now it will do what? It will open the browser. In case of username field, it will type 123. In case of password field, it will type pass. Oh, it is typing the same thing at both places. Oh, okay. Can anyone tell? It typed here also 123, here also 123. Anybody can guess it and tell me? Yeah, that's right. We are using the reference variable we itself. We have to choose this reference variable. Now it will work fine. Okay, to which particular thing we are trying to type that pass, that is what will matter, guys. Now see, now it is printing correctly. Okay, that is the thing. This is about the send keys. Okay. Okay, now let me create login. Okay, login script it is. Okay, now is there a name option you guys see? Okay, I'll create one more class at all altogether. Just a minute, guys. Oh, since login is already there, that is the reason. Okay. Got it. Got it. That's what I was thinking. Why it should give me rename the compilation unit to login.java. Since login was already there, it was okay. Now you type this. Okay, say wrong username. Say wrong password. Okay, you are giving the wrong username, wrong password, and then you are say you are clicking on that submit button. Okay, how will you click on the submit button? We already have that code. Let's go ahead and try to make use of that code. Okay, this is the code, guys. Okay, say we submit button. Okay, submit button we dot click. Okay, now once I say we dot submit button, okay, what will gonna happen, guys? Okay, when you are typing the wrong username and password, and when you're clicking say one to something, okay, wrong username and password, and click on submit login button, what will gonna happen is this particular message will come. Correct, this particular message will come. Let me store this message in a string expected error. This is the expected error. Okay, this is what should be coming. This is the expected error. Now how to read the actual text? Okay, how to read the actual text? So you have to get the web element of this particular thing. So what it says, div class equals to error template. Okay, same thing, guys. Here div @class equals to error template. Okay, that is what it says, right? Div is the tag name, class name is class and sorry, attribute name is class, attribute value is error text template. Okay, and this is the XPath. Let's check. Yeah, it is highlighting, correct. So this is the correct XPath. So let me take this XPath. So XPath will start from here till here. Okay, I took the XPath. Okay, I'll do the same thing, guys. Okay, same thing, no doubt, no change at all. Okay, say web element error text, error text. Okay, again this is an web element. Okay, now we have seen two uses of web element, that is one is send keys and one is dot click. But if you want to read the text of that particular what you call this web element, what you have to do is, that is web element dot get text. It will give me the text of that web element. Can someone tell me what should be the return type of this get text method according to you guys? Get each method will have some return type, or the return type will be void, means it will not return anything. So if at all you were working in ThoughtWorks, okay, and you have to implement this get text method, okay, what will be the return type you will select for this?
Maybe string.
Maybe string. Yeah, that's right, guys. Okay, so get text method, yeah, that's correct, Aishi, as well. It is return type is string. This is how you have to read the Java doc. Return type is string. It is there in org.openqa.selenium package, and it is there in the web element in say class, and this is the method name. Okay, yes, it is string, guys. Okay, string actual actual error. Okay, you have the expected error and you have the actual error. Okay, now what you have to do is how to compare two strings, guys. How to compare two strings? I want to compare expected error and the actual error. How will I compare it? Let me know if this is fine. Okay, let me know if this is expected is equal to actual error. Then say system.out.println test case pass, else you say test case failed. Is this correct, guys? Line number 27. Did I do any mistake in line number 27? If yes, what is the thing that I did? You guys are
In
understanding
case of
the yeah, go ahead.
yeah, in case of strings we use dot equal.
Okay, yes, in case of string we have told not to use equals to operator. We have to use something called as dot equals method, and did I teach you about this, guys? Because I really don't remember whether I taught you this thing or not. How to compare two strings. If not, I will be teaching you guys. So I taught you. Okay, fine, guys. Okay. But always, even if you forget something, okay, why we are using equals method, why we should not use equal to operator, you can always get back to me. That's one of the very important thing that you guys need to know, guys. Okay, what is the difference between equal to operator and dot equals? Okay, that's very important. Now if I run this, you guys might expect that, you know, it will say test case is passed, but I strongly believe that it will throw an exception somewhere in between. So what is that exception? That is what we'll be seeing now. Okay, and how to overcome that particular exception. Say login. Okay, I'm running this. See, it is throwing you exception. It is saying no such element exception. It is saying it is not able to find this element. What is element? This error text it is not able to find. This one it is saying, see, div class equals to error template. What is this? I am not able to find this particular element. That is what it is saying. What you guys think is the problem according to you guys? Okay, see, in layman's term I'm saying, okay, let's forget about the exception. Yeah, your Selenium is telling it is not able to find this particular element what you have said. I'm not able to find an element with this XPath. That is what it is saying. But I'm telling you this XPath is 100% correct. What you guys think is the problem? Any guess, guys? No? Okay. I'll tell you what is the problem. The problem is once you click on submit button, once you click on the submit button, that is this button, it is taking some time to load. It is taking some time to load. But we have not mentioned how much time to wait here. So within fraction of a second, once it clicks, it will immediately will try to assign this value, and it will immediately try to find that element. But in that time, okay, within that time the element is not loaded, guys. This particular error message is not loaded because it takes around 2 seconds. That is the reason it is saying it is not able to find that element. Understood, guys, or did I confuse you guys? Feel free, guys. Did I confuse you? No? Okay. What is happening? I'm repeating again. You click on this login button. That is this login button. You clicked on it on line number 21. Within fraction of a second, okay, within some nanoseconds, this line will be executed, line number 23. This is fine. No problem with line number 23. Let it get executed. But after that, within few nanoseconds, line number 24 will be executed. And line number 24, what you're doing, you're trying to search an what is that object with this XPath. But what is happening, see, if at all I'm doing this, it is taking some time, right? And that's when it comes. That's when that error message comes. Just a minute. That's when that error message comes, guys. Okay, see, if I click on this, it will take some time for that error message to load. That is the reason it is giving you that error problem. So one of the easiest way to avoid these kinds of things is using thread.sleep. But this is not a good way, guys. Okay, I said this is the easy way, but it is not a good way. I will tell you why it is not a good way and what is the better way. I will definitely tell you. This is not the best way, okay? This is the easy way, you can say. Now if I run this, what will gonna happen is it will go ahead and say test case passed. That is what I'm expecting. Let's see. Let's wait till the, okay. Let me go to the console. See, test case passed. Understood? Any doubt? So this wait is very, very important. The wait is very, very important, guys. Okay. Now, but the problem with this wait is, say problem with this wait is, say I'm saying around 8 milliseconds. Okay, 8,000 seconds is not, 8,000 is milliseconds. Whatever you give, if you give 8, it will wait for 8 milliseconds. If you say 8,000, it will you wait for 8,000 milliseconds. Say if I code like this, what will happen is, say I have, what's happening is, say it is saying button dot click. Okay, button dot click, and after that we are saying wait for 8 seconds. But say after button dot click, it just only takes around 2 seconds for this message to come, this message to appear. Only it takes 2 seconds. Then you are almost wasting almost 6 seconds, because thread.sleep will not do anything. It will just, if at all you are calling this thread.sleep here, it will wait for 8 seconds. That's it. It will not think anything. Once it executes this line, that is line number 21, it will wait for 8 seconds. But say your web element, why you are waiting for this 8 seconds for your web element to load? Okay, but say your web element is getting loaded within 2 seconds itself, then you are wasting around 6 seconds. That is the problem. Understood, guys? What is the problem with thread.sleep, or any doubt? No? Okay. Now how to avoid this, guys? How to avoid this kind of problem? The best way is, one of the easiest ways, there is something called as implicit wait. Okay, implicit wait. So we will be seeing implicit wait next. Okay, say login with thread sleep. Okay, fine, guys. Any doubt? No doubt. Okay. Now say there is something called as implicit wait. What it does is, once you open your driver, you can say driver, that is driver dot manage dot timeout dot implicit wait, and you can say always wait for 9 seconds. Okay, and you can say always wait for 9. What is that? 9 is a millisecond or a second or nanosecond or a minute. 9 minutes you have to wait. You can say time unit dot, if you say hours, it will wait for 9 hours. If you say microseconds, it will wait for 9 microseconds. If you say milliseconds, it will wait for 9 milliseconds. So let me choose minutes. Okay, I want to, sorry, 9, not minutes, 9 seconds. I want to wait for 9 seconds. So what this particular line will do is, this is called as implicit wait. What this below line number 16 does is, whenever it is searching for any element, maybe this element or this element, whenever it is searching for any element, and you need to do only once, okay, at the beginning. Whenever it is searching for an element, what it will do is, it will wait for maximum of 9 seconds. And within 9 seconds, if that element is not available, then it will throw an exception called element not found exception, whatever exception we saw a while ago. Element not found exception. Same element what we, when we removed that thread dot sleep, we got some element, no? We had put thread dot sleep, but before that we had got some exception, that element not found exception. It will wait for a maximum of 9 seconds, and then it will throw the, if at all, even after 9 seconds, if that element is not present, it will throw the exception, that element not found exception. Then what is the difference between, if I say thread dot sleep of 9,000 milliseconds, that is 9 seconds. So what is the difference between line number 16 and line number 17? Both are waiting for 9 seconds. Difference is,
I think it for 9 seconds. In the case of implicit wait, the next command start executing.
absolutely right. Yes, that's great. What it does is, okay, say implicit wait, what it will do is, say thread.sleep, it always, I mean, it's like he's very much stringent. Okay, that person says, you call me, if you call me, I will do only one thing, I'll wait for 9 seconds, I will not allow you to do anything else for 9 seconds. But implicitly wait, what it will do is, and thread.clip, you have to place at every place wherever you want to wait, you have to place it those places. Okay, after this click you want to put thread.sleep, you will put here. After some other click you want to put thread.sleep, you have to put there. But implicitly wait, what it will do is the same thing whatever Ayushi said. Okay, first time 0th second, okay, 0th second, it will check if the element is visible. If it is visible, then it will execute that line. Say for example, it will first, for every find of driver.find element, this method will affect. So first time it will check it is present. If it is present, it will immediately execute the next line. Okay, so the same way here, it is present, it will immediately execute the next line. Say first time when it is checking, in this case, which case, in case of this click, after this click, we are searching for what? We are searching for this particular thing. What is that? Error template. Okay, error template we are searching. First time it will check if it is present. If it is not present, then it will again check after few milliseconds. Say after 2 seconds it will check. it will again check if at all now also not present, it will again check after some time. Okay, and what is this interval between these two default interval? I'm not sure guys how much time it is. Okay, say again after 3 okay, like that. And anytime if at all it finds that element, then it will not wait for more than anything. Okay, it will just execute that line and it will go for the next line. And maximum like this, it will wait till the 9th second. If at all, even after 9 seconds, if it is not there, then it will definitely throw the exception. So what it will do is, it will wait for only that much time which is really required, guys. Okay, it will only wait for time which is really required. Okay, as soon as the element is present, say you are searching for this element on line number 29, and you said implicitly wait of 9 seconds. Say this element gets loaded in say 1.5 seconds, then it will not wait for complete 9 seconds, guys. It will, after that 1.95 seconds, it will try to get this object. Okay, once it is available, it will try to get this object, and then it will go with the other things. Okay, so that is all about implicit wait. It's a little bit of smart way of waiting for an object. Okay, so you are not hard coding, you are not wasting time. Okay, as soon as the object is there in the browser, or as soon as the object is there in the browser, it will get that object and it will go for the next line. Okay, but if even after 9 seconds, if the object is not present, then it will definitely throw the exception, guys. Okay, that is all the difference between thread.sleep and implicit wait, guys. Okay, and implicit wait, you have to declare only once you declare it, every time if it is searching for any object, maybe on line number 19, line number 22, or line number 29, this implicit wait will be applied. But if at all you are using thread.sleep, you want to wait for 9 seconds, you have to everywhere, wherever you want that 9-second wait, you have to put it. Okay, and that is not a good way of doing it, guys. Okay, so try to avoid thread.sleep. Okay, now let me run this. Let's see whether this is working fine or not. See, test case passed because it will wait for the 9 seconds, guys. Okay, that is the thing. Understood, guys? Any doubt? Okay, fine, guys. Okay, if no doubt, that's great. Just a minute. Don't worry what I'm doing it in line number 27. I'm using implicit wait, and let's see what happens. Just a minute. Okay, in between these two, it took around 3 seconds, guys. Just the 3 seconds using implicit wait. It did not wait for more than wait for the complete 9 seconds. But if at all you are using thread.sleep, say you are not using this implicit wait, I'm just commenting it, and if at all you are using thread.sleep, okay, after clicking, you are not using this implicit wait, but you want to wait for thread.sleep, say 9,000 milliseconds. Okay, that is 9 seconds. It will see Right now what it did, it waited for just 3 seconds. Okay, that is 12, 20, 36 is the minute, 26 is the second, this is the 20, just 3 seconds. Okay, but now if I do this, it will gonna take around 9 seconds. Okay, see, 46 to 55, it's taking complete 9 seconds. So imagine if at all you have a big application, okay, you have hundreds of test scripts. Every test script, every step is taking around 9 seconds. It's a huge time, guys. Okay, it's a huge time. But here, if at all you use the implicit and explicit wait, it will only wait for that particular time alone. Okay, that particular time alone, guys. Okay, this is what is the difference between thread.sleep and implicit wait, guys. Okay, and wherever possible, try to avoid thread.sleep. Any doubt, guys? And one more thing, guys. Say, when you don't define implicit wait, what is the default value that will be assigned? Say, here you are saying implicitly wait for 9 seconds. This is fine. But say, you are not defining anything. Say, you are not defining this line at all. Then it will be treated like this, thread implicit wait of 0 seconds. Means don't wait for anything. If you put this line implicitly wait, and you can, whatever number you give, that much seconds or whatever time unit you say, that will be in effect. But if you don't put this line altogether, then it will be treated like 0. Okay, any doubt? The default value of implicit wait when you don't define an implicit wait, it is 0, guys. Means it will not wait for anything. Any doubt, Divya, Ayushi? All right. Okay, thanks a lot. But feel free, guys, if anything is confusing you, or I'm trying to it's the way in which I'm telling is confusing you, feel free to ask me. Okay, that's it. But implicit wait is very, very important, guys. Very, very important. And later on we will also learn something about explicit wait. Okay, something about explicit wait. Apart from implicit wait, yeah, Ayushi is saying she want to take a break. Divya, you're fine to take a break. All right, guys. Okay, and how many minutes that you guys want? I have 12:40 on my computer. What time will meet? 10 minutes. Okay, we'll try to meet at 12:52. Okay, 12:52 we'll start it, guys. Thanks a lot, guys. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, I started the recording again. Now let's start, guys. Okay, so we have seen implicit wait, and this is what is the implicit wait, guys. There is nothing more than this. Okay, but main thing you have to understand is like difference between implicit wait and thread.sleep. Okay, now the second thing is there is something called as explicit wait. I'm not going to go into explicit wait right now, but I will go to something like something called as page load timeout. Page load timeout. It is also one of the kind of implicit wait. It is same like implicit wait, but it is like page load timeout. What is this page load timeout, guys? Page load timeout is, say you are clicking on this particular link, okay, and say the page is keep on loading, okay, keep on loading for say 5 minutes, okay. It's just, if you see at the top right corner here, okay, here, if you see that loading symbol comes, right? If you see here, okay, or instead of that, that loading symbol, do you see that? Say there will be scenarios wherein, you know, the loading symbol will keep on coming, okay, keep on coming, and it will come for, say it might come for 10 seconds. It's keep just loading, but nothing is coming on the screen. What will happen to your script, this current script? Say you are going to training.easypodconnect2.com and it keeps loading, it keeps loading. The question is whether will it go to the next line, will it execute the next line or not. If yes, if it, say after going to that you know, after executing line number 21, the pages keep on loading. So the question is, will it execute line number 22 or not? That is the question. Okay, line number 22 or not, that's the question, guys. The answer to your question is, okay, in the current scenario, okay, there is no other code, this is the current scenario. It will never ever go to line number 22, guys. It will never ever go to line number 22. It will, if it is page is loading, your WebDriver will keep on waiting for page to load completely. Just a minute, guys. Your WebDriver will keep on loading the page. I mean, keep on waiting till the page loads, and it is infinite, guys. Infinite. If at all page is keep on loading for 10 hours, your WebDriver will also will wait on, keep on waiting for 10 hours. That's the problem. And so what is the solution is, and sometimes you will also see that, say it will keep on loading for around 2 minutes, and after that all of a sudden it will say page not found, something, okay, this page could not be found, something like that. Those things also you might have seen. Say just a minute. Okay, it's going to, okay, something page could not be found, some error messages come, but as soon as page could not be found, it will execute the next line. Okay, the page loading should stop. Okay, so same is the case in case of you know, say after clicking, say pages keep on loading, it will never execute this line number 31, guys. It will never execute line number 31. See, after 10 minutes the page says requested page not found, some error message came after 10 minutes. After that 10 minutes, after immediately after, once you get that error message, the next line will be executed. Whatever line is there, it will be executed. But as long as pages keep on loading, your WebDriver will keep on waiting, guys. And wait time by default is infinite. Okay, as long as this page is loading, it will also keep on waiting. But say you want to tell your WebDriver that, boss, see, you wait for around 10 seconds, and within 10 seconds if the page doesn't load, don't worry, you don't wait for anything, you try to execute the next line. Okay, so what I'm saying is, next line, whatever is the next line, you just you know, keep on doing, execute it. For example, driver.navigate.to, you want to say, once you execute this line, okay, once you execute this line, and if the page is keep on loading, you don't wait for infinite time. Okay, but you only wait for 10 seconds. If the page is not loaded within 10 seconds, you execute the next line, that is line number 22. How will you tell that? It is same like implicit wait. All you need to do is same thing, driver dot manage dot timeout dot page load timeout, guys. Same thing, you say 10 time unit dot seconds. If at all you say time unit dot milliseconds, it will wait for 10 milliseconds, guys, but I want seconds, so 10 seconds. So the same thing, it will work. Okay, if the page gets loaded within 1 second, it will not wait for the remaining 9 seconds, guys. Okay, the concept is same, but only difference between these implicitly wait and page load timeout is implicitly wait will come into effect when you are searching for some element, and page load will come into effect whenever there is a page load, whenever page gets reloaded. That is the difference between implicit wait and page load timeout. Both are very smart waits in the sense, in case of implicit wait, if the object is, if you are able to find that object within 1 second, remaining 9 seconds it will not, remaining 8 seconds it will not wait. In the same way, page load timeout, even though we have set 10 seconds, if at all any page gets loaded within 1 second, the remaining 9 seconds it will not wait. Okay, so that is the difference between page load timeout and the implicit wait. Page load timeout, the the functionality is almost same, but the page load timeout will come into picture whenever there is a page load, and implicitly wait will come into picture whenever you're searching for some elements, guys. Whenever you're searching for some elements. Any doubt, guys? Anyone? No? Okay. Able to understand the difference between implicit wait, thread.sleep, and the page load timeout? If someone tries to confuse you in the interview, will you be able to say this? That is most important, guys. Okay. And what is the default value of implicit wait? If you don't specify any, this line number 17 itself is not there, the default value is 0. And in the same way, if at all page load timeout, if at all you don't put this line number 19, then page load timeout is infinity, guys, infinity. As long as it's a page is loading, it will keep on waiting, and sometimes it will stop only when, sometimes, page will keep on load. At last it will say requested page could not be found. That time it will go to the next line. But if at all it is page is loading for 2 days, your WebDriver also keep on waiting for 2 days. That's how it is, guys. Okay, that's it about these three, actually 2 types. One is implicit wait and the thread.sleep. Okay, and there is something called as explicit wait. We will be seeing that explicit wait later on. Okay, but I don't want you guys to use the thread.sleep going forward, guys. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, now this is fine. Implicit wait, explicit wait, everything is fine. Okay, how will you get the object? Everything is fine. Okay, now just a minute. Log in with thread.sleep, log in with implicit wait. You also know how to read the text, okay, this is what we have seen. Okay, and we are checking what is expected, what is actual. All that is fine, guys. Okay, it's perfectly fine. And how to get the browser title, guys? How to get the browser title? See, this is the browser title, correct? How to read the browser title? Okay, say you want to click on this forgot password option, and after forgot password option you want to check if at all browser title is correct, you are landing to the correct page or not, that is forgot password page. Probably what will you do? you will do this one. What is that? Browser title. Okay, and going forward I'll be using the implicit weight, guys. Browser title. Did we do browser title by any chance? I think we might have done it. I'm not very much sure. Okay. Say you want to click on, you don't want to type this username, password, nothing. Okay. You want to click on this particular link, that is forgot password link. What I will do, right click on the forgot password, inspect. Okay, or else click on this and click on this. You got this. A href equals to, what is the thing? A href, that is anchor tag. It is href. I think that's the correct one. Yeah, seems like it's correct one. So let me get it. For initial, you guys always try with the Firefox itself. Okay, Chrome is not so much friendly. You try to use the Firebug. Okay, so I want to click on this thing. Once I click on this, I will say expected browser title equal to, what is expected, login. I'm not very much sure what is that. Login EasyPod connect something will say. I'm not sure. Okay, login easy. So this is the expected. Okay, and actual tag is, actual thing is string, actual text is equal to driver dot get text, get title, sorry, driver dot get title, and it will return you a string. So you have to say actual expected title is equal to actual title, then it says, it should say pass, and it should say, or else it should say fail. Okay, but this time it will fail because actually browser title is something else. EasyPod connect something it says, but I have not typed the entire thing. Just a minute. Just a minute, guys. This is the actual title. Now it should pass the test case. Okay, let's see. I'll try to run this program, guys. Oh, something is missing. Oh yeah, that's correct. Driver dot manage dot, what is that? Okay, yeah, driver dot get is missing, right? Driver dot get. Thanks, Aishi. And I will gonna say this thing. Okay, say test cases pass. That's what it says. This is how you will get the browser title. And if there is anything different, okay, say I'm giving one extra space here, then it should fail according to me. Okay. It's failed because I have purposefully failed it because I gave an extra space here. Okay, did you understand this one, guys? Browser title, how to get the browser title. Getting the browser title is one of the most frequent operations that you're gonna see in case of Selenium, guys. Okay, all right. Now once we get the browser title, okay, so it's really easy, guys. I mean, there is nothing much what we will be doing in Selenium. Okay, see, Selenium, basically what we are doing, we will go ahead and click on something, read some text. Okay, this there are some around 10 different operations, and we have seen around 3-4 operations. But Selenium is so powerful only because of the Java guys. Okay, because you will see the real power of Selenium when we develop the framework. Okay, that's very important, guys. Say this is fine. Okay, this is all fine, guys. Perfect. I before we wind up for today, I want to show you guys one important concept. That is, if I want to select something in the select box. Okay, this is the select box. Yesterday, you remember we created uh, a select box and we gave different car names. Okay, so in the same way, this is also a select box, and it has some ID and it has some name, and class it has, and inside that, if you see, it has all these options like Argentina, and say Australia, and say Austria. All these options are there. What I have to do in order to select some option, guys, say I want to select Brazil, what will I do? So probably the straightforward answer, which I get most of the time in the class, is you click on this, then you click on whatever that you need. Logically it makes sense, guys. Logically it definitely makes sense. What they are saying is, why don't you, how you click on this login button like that itself, click on this and select whatever that you want. Basically you have to pass the XPath of it, get the web element, and once you then click on it, array, no, array doesn't come into picture here. Okay, here collections come into a picture, collections. Okay, so Aishi asked me one question here. What she's asking, array comes in the picture? No, array doesn't come in the picture, but something called as collections, and I have not taught you collections. So that part I will be leaving, the collection part. I will just be telling you selecting all the options. Okay, selecting something in the select box. Okay, this is one of the answer. Okay, what they are saying, first get the XPath of this. Okay, that select box, and then get XPath of whatever that you want, say Germany's XPath, and click on it. But unfortunately, in Selenium WebDriver, this doesn't work, guys. This way it doesn't work. They have given a separate mechanism to select anything which is in a select box. Okay, which is in a select box. Say anything which is there in the select box has to be handled differently. Anything which is there in the select tag has to be handled differently. How to handle it, that is what we will be seeing, guys. Okay, let me remove this driver.quit. Let it be there. First of all, you get the XPath of this object. XPath is select ID equal to something. Okay, and always I'm saying, whenever you have ID, please select ID, guys. @ID equal to something, that is footer country ID. That's what it says. Double slash I missed out. Now see, it is highlighting. Okay, and it will give you a web element, guys. It will definitely be giving you a web element. Okay, so web element country select. Okay, we have stored it in a web element. Okay, we got the web element corresponding to this one, okay, not for United Kingdom as such, for this drop down box which have all these options, guys. Which are those options? All these options. You got the web element. Now Selenium WebDriver, that is ThoughtWorks, have given one of the class called select class, guys. Select some name, country, select equals to name of select, and you pass that select box web element corresponding to select box. That's what they are saying. Okay, this one you guys know, line number 23, there should not be any problem because we have already got a lot of web elements by this way. For submit button we got, for that text, error text we have got for what is that, login text box, everything we got it as a web elements. In the same way we are getting a web element for this particular country drop down, country select box. And now there is a class in Selenium WebDriver. The class name is select, and it is in org.openqa.selenium.support.ui in this particular package, guys. Okay, this particular package. Okay, did I teach you guys about the constructor, guys? Constructors? No. Okay, okay, fine. Then I have to teach you guys about the constructor. Okay, so the next class I have to tell you guys about the constructor. Okay, so please guys remind me about the constructor. Okay, now here you might get little confused if I told I have not told you constructor. Okay, how will you create an object of a class? This is how you will create an object of any class, correct? If at all student class, you will say student some variable name equals to new of student. Here same thing, select equals to new of select, but we are passing this object to the constructor. Just remember this. In next class I will definitely teach you about the constructor, guys. Okay, this is how you will create an object of the select box. Now once you get this select object and you want to select, say, Brazil, that is on, this is 0th index, first element is 0th index, Australia is second index, Austria is third index, Brazil is, sorry, Argentina 0, Australia 1, Austria 2, Brazil is 3. If you say that is index, okay, country select dot select by index, and if you say 3, what is the third index? That is Brazil will be selected. If you say 4, Canada will be selected. Let's check, guys. Okay, and I will give here one thread dot sleep so that we will have sufficient, see, if I don't give the thread dot sleep, we will not have sufficient time to see, okay, what happened. So I want to, once it selects this one, I don't want to immediately close the browser. I want to wait for 7 seconds just for us to see those things. So if you say select by index and give any index, it will go ahead and select, guys. Ayushi is asking line number 16 is constructor to see Canada has been selected and now it is closed. Okay, so line number 16, Ayushi, absolutely Ayushi, yes, line number 16, name of Firefox, this is also a constructor, guys. Okay, sorry, I thought constructor I have taught you guys. No, constructor I will teach you. Okay, in the next class I will definitely teaching you the constructor, but as of now remember this is how you will create a class and some constructor takes some arguments. It's same like methods. Okay, yeah, line number 16 is also a constructor. Okay, line number 16, basically this part on the right hand side. Okay, and believe me guys, whenever you want to create the object of the any class, you have to call its constructor. That's for sure. Okay, always. All right. Constructor, please guys remind me, next class the first thing I want to take is a constructor, guys. Okay, no more doubt on this. All right, just a minute. Okay, now you saw 4, I had selected thing, say let me say 12. I don't know what is there on the 12th index. Let's see what is there on the 12th index. You will open the browser. See, Estonia was there on the 12th index, so it selected Estonia. Okay, this is one of the way that is select by index. Select by index. Okay, this is one of the way. Say I don't want to go by index. Okay, like I don't want to go by 0, 1, 2 index. I want to go by the text, what we are seeing. Say Australia means I will say just Australia. Okay, and it should select Australia. Select method, select class is giving you one more method called reselect dot select by visible text. And if you pass, say I want to select Greece, say GREECE, Greece. Okay, that is whatever is visible in the drop down, that is visible text. Now if I run this, it will go ahead and select Greece, guys. Okay, let's see. Open the browser. United Kingdom is there. Did it throw any exception? Did I make any mistake? Oh, not deselect. I'm so sorry, guys. It's not deselect. It is select. Correct. Correct, Ayushi. It's select by visible text. That's right. Deselect is something, if at all you have selected something and you that is for multi drop down. Okay, we will see what is multi drop down. Sorry guys, let me close this, let me close this, let me run this again. See, Greece has been selected, guys. Alright, this is second way, visible text. And these two methods you can always use, guys. Always. Okay, believe me, always you can use these two methods. The third method, what you can use is this one. Country select dot select by value. What is the select by value, guys? Say each country, say Argentina has something called as value attribute, or else say Ecuador, you have some value attribute. Finland, it has some value attribute. Say Honduras, it has some value attribute. If I pass this value attribute, say I'm passing for Honduras, okay? Honduras, if I pass the value attribute, it will select the drop down corresponding to that value. See, Honduras has been selected. That is all about it, guys. These are the three ways by which you can select anything in a select box. First through two methods will always will work. Sometimes this value attribute won't be there. Value won't attribute itself will not be there. It will be like option title equals to Honduras, like that. Value itself will not be there, like this. It will be like this. Okay, in that case you cannot use select by value. Select by value. Okay, and since I'm working towards the web development, it's this value is nothing but database value. Okay, if you say base 64, okay, this you need not know, just I'm giving you a you know, just an information. If I say, if I type this is encoded. If you decode, it will give you a long number. See, this is the number. And so that is the thing. Okay, if at all these options, which options, if at all these, if at all these options, whatever we are seeing here, okay, if at all this application is reading from the database, then value will definitely be there. But if these options are not read from the database, okay, then value attribute won't be there. But you need not worry about that. Just if at all your guys are getting confused, just forget it. Okay, see, just what I'm saying, if at all these values are there, if this application, this is EasyPod application, okay, application name is EasyPod, it's a medical domain application. If this application is reading these values from the database, then value attribute will be there. If they are not reading from the database, then value attribute won't be there, guys. Okay, did I confuse you guys by any way, any chance? Feel free, guys. No? Okay, fine, guys. See, this are all whatever we discussed today and yesterday. This forms the basics of Selenium, okay? And we have not covered entire basics, guys. But these forms the basics of the Selenium. But the most important part is, you know, we will be reading how to read, we will be learning how to read data from the Excel and all those things. Most important part will be how to integrate everything and develop a Selenium framework, guys. Okay, the framework. It's like this framework. When I say there is a script, okay, we are hard coding all these values in the script. Okay, say we had done that login thing. Okay, see, this input ID equals to J username, we are hard coding in the script. This particular web element, say every time you have to log in, right? So this particular web element they would have used in all the scripts. Tomorrow your XPath changes from name to name 1. What will you do that time? Will you be changing this XPath value in all 100 scripts? That's the question. It's if that is the way, then it will be a huge task for you guys. Huge task. Instead, what you can do is you can store it in an Excel file and you read it from the Excel file. So tomorrow there is any change, you will just change that Excel file alone, just one place, and it will get reflected in all other scripts. And to learn that, okay, you have to, that is part of the framework, and to learn that you have to be very good in whatever we discussed in the core Java. And in the next class, please guys, don't forget to ask me about what is this called, the constructors. Okay, and if there is no class, there is no doubt, that's it for today guys. Okay, that's it for today. And Divya, were you able to install that plugin, subversive plugin?
Yes, Vishal, I was able to do that.
You were able to do that, correct? Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Fine, Divya. Okay. In between the week, I mean, in between on any of the weekday, I might send you a link. Okay, a video to all of you. Okay. Then I usually don't have the laptop at with her. Okay, but since you have the laptop, okay, you can. What you can do is I'll send you a link. Okay. I'll send you a video. Okay, around a 10 minutes video. Then you can just see that video and whatever I'm doing, try to do it on your computer. Okay. So, and once all of you have that SVN configured on your computer, okay, I'll start giving the assignments and all those things, guys. Okay. So that is all about it. Any other question?
Vishal, for standalone server 2.39, what is the compatible Firefox?
2.39 compatible. We have to go ahead and Google it. Okay. So what in our company what we do is there are exe files what we use. Okay. And I have that table but not in this computer, I believe. Okay, I can give you the Firefox version compatible with 2.39. Okay, you have to install that Firefox, and once you install that Firefox, immediately you have to stop the automatic, what do you call that, automatic update for the Firefox. Okay, I will send you that. Okay, I'll get it from my office. I should be having that, but I don't remember exactly what is the version of the Firefox which is compatible. Okay,
Okay, Vishal.
yeah. So any other thing? Yeah, Ayushi, you were asking something. Ayushi asked me. I reach back to work on Tuesday. Ayushi, what is that you're asking? Ayushi, you're there? Okay, on Tuesday you'll be able to work on lab, right? Okay, fine, Ayushi. Okay, so anyway, I'll be sending that particular from Tuesday onwards. Okay, I'll be sending you the link. Okay, I'll send a short video of 10 minutes. Okay, I'll exactly show you uh, what uh, what we need to do, and after that you will be all set. You guys will be all set. Okay, because that is very important, guys. Okay, the version control is very important. Okay, so that is all about it, and I'll try to send this video by Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Okay, and if you have any doubt, if you don't have any doubts, you can drop the line, and that's it for today. Thanks a lot, guys. Yeah, thanks, Divya. Thanks, Ayushi.